Amendment 2. I'm Jeff Stein with today's Iowa Politics Report. There are two state constitutional amendments on the Iowa ballot this election cycle. We talked about one of them concerning voter eligibility yesterday. Today, the second of the two amendments, which could apply to our current situation. Current constitutional provisions provide that if the governor cannot serve, then the lieutenant governor takes over. After that, it's the president of the state senate. Well, back in 2017, when then Governor Terry Branstad stepped down to become our nation's ambassador to China, then Lieutenant Governor Kim Reynolds automatically became governor. That left a vacancy for lieutenant governor, so she appointed Adam Gregg to the post. Except that she did not have the power to make such an appointment, nor was there a provision whereby she could submit a name for legislative approval. Then, as now, the provision is that the office is left vacant until the next election. So Adam Gregg had a title of lieutenant governor, but until he won election to the office in 2020, he was, in essence, merely a staff member assisting the governor, with no path to succession. In case you think that sounds odd, recall that the United States had a similar provision for a vice president. After President Kennedy was killed in office, then Vice President Johnson succeeded him, but there was no one in the vice president's role after that, so next in line would have been the Speaker of the House. That provision was changed so that when Spiro Agnew resigned as vice president, President Nixon could appoint Gerald Ford subject to congressional approval. And when Ford then became president, he could appoint Nelson Rockefeller, again subject to congressional approval. Here in Iowa, it sort of hadn't come up before, but now we again have a vacancy in the office of lieutenant governor. So the state constitutional provision set forth in the second of the two amendments on the ballot would establish a process for filling the office of lieutenant governor with full succession rights, essentially again parallel to the federal government approach. Two items with wide-ranging potential impact, as always relegated to the back of your November 5th ballot. And that's the Iowa Politics Report for Wednesday, October 23. On Twitter, Instagram, Getter, Threads, and Truth Social at Iowa Politics. I'm Jeff Stein on News Talk 1540 KXEL.